And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
What's the y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. We back in action with another reaction video. Back in this thing. Like, cook, crack in this thing, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use. Not legit though. You can't get in nobody's college though, big dog. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Find me on all streaming platforms. My newest single, Fell in Love is out now, man. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Make sure you get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Make sure you get the subscribe button, become part of the Trapper Mafia, that notification bell at the top. It all say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. I don't know why it is every time I be wearing these polo shirts, maybe because I hang them up funny and they be sticking out like that. They always like come up in the shoulder like that, and it bothers me. Either way it go, man. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and all that type of stuff. Make sure you tap in with the tap in if you ain't tapped in with the tap in. When we tapping in, how we tapping in. Make sure you get in the Signature Honey Cigars. Shout out to T.I. Shout out to Signature Honey Cigars. Smooth honey, aromatic flavor, not intended for minors. Available wherever tobacco products are sold, man. Also, tasty live resin disposable cartridges. Get into those, man. If you ain't got those, get into those. They're available wherever THC products are sold near you. Make sure you get into your favorite cannabis dispensary. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Sunday, May the 19th, we give away $250. Drop a comment because the best comment between now and then get a $50 cash app. The top comment between now and then will get a $50 cash app. And the winner of the live music review will get a $150 cash app. So you want to be involved in that. If you are not involved in that, make sure you tap in with the tap in. When we tap in, how we tapping in. That's Sunday, 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Make sure you get into that if you have not gotten into that. Get registered. TRAPNEWS NETWORX. That's Trap News Network. Make sure you get registered for our live music review, man. We got Adam 22 questioning BRICC, baby, about going on back on Fig, which was an amazing episode. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that. We finna jump into this content, man. 3, 2, 1. Let's get to it.
I feel like if anything, last night's shenanigans that y'all were putting down kind of took some of the shine away from the fact that BRICC, baby, converted to Hooverdom. You see the orange hat. You see the orange Jordans. He's switched sides. He's getting his Snoopy badass on.
How you feel about
Let's start there.
Hey.
He said that BRICC baby's going Snoopy badass on him. That is crazy.
How you feel about that, Adam?
How do I feel? Switched up on No Jumper and switched up on the Crips.
He's
That's crazy. Damn, bro.
I thought I Was it worth it, dog?
Jesus Christ.
Was it worth it?
Was it groovy?
I mean, it was worth it. We set records last night. You know
You did. That was the most mind-blowing thing to me is that Bag on Fig has...
Adam 22 is finna use this as a way to diminish back on Fig. He's finna use this as an opportunity to talk bad about them because he just can't help himself.
been averaging around like 3,000, maybe 4,000 viewers live. BRICC baby comes through, boom, they skyrocket to 10K, which honestly, short-term W for them for sure. Long-term L because of the fact that it's so obvious that they have
hater. He just can't help himself. It's so obvious that First of all, people who talk like that, it's so obvious, and you literally blah blah blah. Like, chill out, white boy. Chill out, white boy. Like, stop trying to introduce that type of thinking and pilgrimage into our culture, bro. We don't operate like that in West Coast culture. We don't operate like that in the hip hop culture. You feel me? So all that kind of stuff, chill out with all that, bro. That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary because it's obvious that the only reason, like, literally it happens like that, only y'all play with each other like that. Blacks and browns don't play like that, bro. And right now you in a space of black and brown people, and you a guest in a house of black and brown people. So it has nothing to do with, oh, it's because Adam 22, blah, blah, nah. Any white boy would have to act appropriate in a space that's a house from black and brown people. Adam 22 act appropriately, bro. Like, that's just that. You just corny, bro.
have this big potential audience there at any given time, but that audience, for the most part, only chooses to activate themselves when there's something happening that contributes to the No Jumper lore, aka the reunion, aka having BRICC baby come through. That is kind of mind-blowing to me.
Bro, your batteries right now, you're not included. Stop trying to include yourself. Your batteries right now, you're literally not included, bro. You're sold separately. You're sold separately. You are batteries, big dog. You are batteries. Who is this?
To just realize that, like, their fan base that has been fleeing the building in recent months is actually still down to fuck with them. It just has to relate to No Jumper. So now you understand, like, pretty much everything that they do.
No Jumper.
Would you partner with them?
No. I don't think that would make
You're trying to piece it up. You're trying to bridge it up.
Nah,
No, he said no.
But that okay.
smokes forever.
The smoke's
I know it didn't get that spicy because they didn't really there was almost no clips that made its way to the Reddit. So I'm going to assume that we weren't discussed that much in terms of the no jumper thing. But I will
No, because they don't care about you.
say somebody sent me a clip of T-Rail saying to you, come home, which I realize must be a very attractive proposal to you to go work for free for someone who has a fucking studio in the back of a women's clothing warehouse. But I mean, that's just the
Hater, bro. He's just a hater. And then the fact that you even know so much about what they have going on shows how invested you are. You are invested, bro. You're actually their biggest fan, low key. That's what it sounds like.
level of hubris available
I'm
to
not seeing T-Rail and Smack being unsuccessful. I'm seeing them upgrading and elevating. I see you keeping track of every move they make, bro. You like an ex-girlfriend.
him there is kind of mind-blowing. Oh, you should come work for me for free. What the fuck are we talking about? Anyway, I mean, that's the only thing I saw, so that's the only thing I can comment on.
He told me to come home. It obviously was a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's truth in every joke.
But was it weird for you to even be
truth is in
around?
the
Was it
details.
weird to be around
The
Smack?
details. Nah, it wasn't weird. All right, so me and Smack been WWFing for the last 3 months. It's all been fake.
What?
For real?
Yeah.
So you wearing a
you
smack
lying. You lying.
No, man.
I mean, they never really got
I told y'all months ago that this is WWF.
that extreme with it, so.
He got drunk, and that's what I as soon as the stream come on, T-Rail nigga, so what happened, nigga, when you was on live? He got straight to it, and I'm like, yeah, what happened? Nigga, how you get to the figures? But I had talked to him before that, and he I know the conversation was pertaining to you, but I was talking to the homies, and I just was chunking the hood up. But I done did that shit too.
Yeah.
Me and Nitty, baby Nitty.
I don't know. When Smack was pointing the gun at the camera and
Adam is instigating as always, bro. If Smack and BRICC want to beef because they want to beef, that's one thing. But what we're not finna do is let somebody else come in and instigate beef. That's out.
getting all mad saying that you were talking about him smoking shit.
He just said that it was cool. He just said it was WWE. He just said everything that explained that. And you're still continuously trying to make it an issue when he just clearly said that it wasn't.
That felt kind of real.
Yeah. He said that's where you had me hot. He said you had me hot.
Okay.
He said, but the where you really had me hot was when you said when the dude with the knife came inside my house that I couldn't get up and use my shirt, and then he said you start playing with your leg. But at the end of the day, I guess he said that he was drunk or whatever the case is. He did make it right and say that he didn't mean nothing towards us because his cousins and how we been cool. And then my cousins, we all got
mutuals.
Yeah, we already figured that out.
Yeah.
We all was on the phone that day. And
Yeah.
he's like, what's up, nigga? I'm like, we gonna keep it going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm bullshit. So all the Smack shit just was fake.
I would love to smoke Sherm with Smack.
What?
I feel like that would be cool.
I would love to smoke Sherm with Smack is wild.
I smoked Sherm before.
I'm
Come on, Smack. I told him. He like, I sold it before, nigga. I ain't never tried.
Yeah.
I did powder and ecstasy. I told everybody. I'm like, yeah, hit your stick.
But is him saying that he's never done Sherm like you saying you never snorted coke?
Yeah, like that one time.
that's
I
a
snorted
cap.
coke. 'Cause he knows that
I don't
did it
know,
one
man.
time.
You getting fucked up so much that I just feel like you probably had some powder.
I've never. I told you.
Let's
the
change
one
that
time.
in the next few hours.
No.
Let's change that is wild.
Oh.
This is a crazy conversation.
Man.
Okay, so
It's gonna happen at some
in
point soon.
the recent months
It's gonna happen is even crazier.
to come, somebody sold me some Molly that I thought was Molly, and it was like numb-mot.
And none
I
of your
didn't
shit.
even look. Yeah, I'm like, oh, that's coke. He's like, oh, I gave you the wrong bag. I'm like, yeah, the fuck? Like, I know you did. I'm smelling. I'm like, this just smell like fish kill. What the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Yeah. But I didn't snort it.
You ate it.
Yeah.
you injected
my whole
it.
mouth was fucking
Yeah,
up.
you was on a stick.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
You should've went-
I'm like, what the fuck? Because I ate
That's the
like
best
at
food.
least
Pussy.
like a .2.
Oh yeah, yeah. You was feeling good. Yeah. You was feeling
But all right, I also want to answer to this because there's a popular narrative saying that Adam 22 should be or is secretly mad at you Flacco, I guess, for going on back on fake. DW stopped by Ace Boys the other day with a blower sticking out of his basketball shorts. I just want to say,
Whoa, unnecessary comment. We didn't need to know all that.
I've never told you not to do that. For the record, I never told Flacco not to do that. So everybody out here making assumptions that I wouldn't want y'all to do that, I actually think you going on there is probably like net positive for the views of anything that you do on this platform.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If anything, you got a whole bunch of religious zealots over there that actually think that T-Rail's a good person, who are actually maybe realizing like, oh, this is what a real one looks like. So I am encouraging the fans to have that epiphany
Why are you trying to use BRICC Baby to go against T-Rail, bro? Like, we can clearly see it. That's so corny.
and come roll with the winners, roll with the hoodsters, if you will. Because, over there has been some questionable behavior. They completely censored their own Reddit. There's been a mass evacuation to the No Jumper Reddit. So we're kind of like housing a whole shitload of refugees now, a bunch of back on fig refugee fans.
We're not like Joel Osteen.
No, yes, you are all welcome into this church.
Yeah.
No, totally, yes. There's been a lot of commentary about the refugee crisis, and No Jumper is doing our best to help out with that, if only in the Reddit sense.
Yeah, and
Jeez Louise.
honestly, though, at the end of the
Yeah, that's crazy to call these people refugees, but all right, we're going to stay away from that.
day, you've never even said to me, and I feel like I'm under much more scrutiny due to my previous tenure and the way that it ended. Like, I kind of have to be on my P's and Q's more than the average No Jumper employee. Got to show up a little bit earlier. Just got to push my line a little harder to let it be known what timing I'm on. With that being said, you never even have discouraged me from going to other platforms.
Yeah, what the fuck do I care? I mean, it does help turn their platform up in the short term, which it is what it is. But really, like, what the fuck do I care?
Yeah, bro, we gave.
No, I don't mean to ruin the podcast.
No, you're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
hey, do you see that? Bad podcasting. We're talking and you start fucking talking while I'm talking, but you start going. There's so much of that on this fucking podcast, on the news, etc. You'll hear there'll be two people having like a good conversation, and then somebody be like, "Yo, you got loose leaf? You got backwood? You got some weed?"
Better than both of those brands are Signature Honey Cigars. Forget that brand that we no longer discuss here at TNN Trap News Network. Signature Honey Cigar is a better version of all those. Make sure I get into those. Shout out to T.I. Shout out to Signature Honey Cigars. Sweet honey aromatic flavor. Get them wherever tobacco products are sold. Get them.
You got lighter?
I'm
It's like-
traumatized from the last podcast we had.
Right.
Or the first
You're
one.
not traumatized enough because you just fucking did it.
Bro, I-
Custer.
Hold on.
Custer activities.
Last week, I don't know what the fuck happened, but me and BRICC got so fucking stoned when we were discussing the Drake and Kendrick thing. Like, I literally had an out-of-body experience and was using every fiber of my soul to keep it together. I don't know what. I feel
Shout
like
out
you.
to Zy Father Hit Different.
I was oblivious to this.
Yeah, no.
I didn't really notice that.
We
We
held
were
it
talking
down.
about Sherm Sticks.
Yes.
And he started thinking that
So I think that this is like the end of where they talk about
I was still
Drake Baby on
smoking Sherm.
Yeah, I literally was more high.
Plug
Take
talk.
that with him, dog.
I was fucking before.
Right after plug.
You kind of have to, right?
Right here.
Yeah, with Pee Wee Longway.
Ain't no meth over there. Listen, what I'm telling you is, it's a lot of people that went the meth route and ended up with.
Now we talking about meth.
I seen a lot of men like men off of that shit.
No, that's when you get too smoked out.
Well, you spent a lot of time in Atlanta, to be fair.
Nah,
so.
bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking about
exactly.
Right here.
Yeah, with Pee Wee
What do you mean? Who do you-
Longway.
Ain't no meth over there. Listen, what I'm telling you is, it's a lot of people that went the meth route and ended up with bottles and shit up their ass. all
what the-
type of
whoa, what
crazy
kind of homies
shit
you have?
On video.
Wow.
On video.
On video?
What?
Multiple different hoods.
Wow. That's.
Atlanta hoods.
No, L.A.
LA hoods where people have been caught putting bottles in their ass. What are we talking about? Cheeseburger hit me up?
Yeah.
It might have been drugs with cheeseburger too. You
Well,
never know.
he just came to mind. I'm not insinuating that he had anything to do with that. But
I'm just saying. Yeah, you gotta let.
It's a lot of sex playing going on right now. It's an uncomfortable amount of sex playing going on right now. Uncomfortable.
Come speak his piece.
Hey, I heard the other day P Nice was saying that Hispanics can rat on each other or rat on another race. I was like, whoa,
That was yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
I've been told on by Mexicans within the LA County jail system. It's not a myth. It's not allegedly. Who can get mad is who can get mad. I said what I said. I have been told on by Mexicans out of the Mexican car in the LA County jail. Was it a consequence behind it? I don't know. Did anybody get a discipline behind it? I don't know. But what I know is I got told on. That's what I know for a fact. And what I know is one of the Mexicans told on me. That's what I know for a fact. Now, I don't know anything else about that. That's all I'm gonna say. But I know for a fact that in the LA County jail system, the Mexicans do tell on the blacks. I know that factually. It's not being a hater. It's not being a dickhead. It's not being disrespectful. It's not being a racist. This is what factually happened to me. Talk to your homie who told on me. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at your homie who told if you don't like it. Or admit the fact that this is something that's allowed quietly behind closed doors. It just won't be spoken on or acknowledged publicly as the truth. That's cool too.
Is that
Where'd
true?
you get
It's
that
true.
from? What?
It's true.
No, it's not.
It
Fool, I've
is
never
true.
heard of that. Hey, fool, you can rat on a black or you can rat. No.
But you ain't been behind them
you
walls
can't,
that much,
homie.
right? I think
You
that's
can't
probably
do
what he's
that.
talking
You
about,
can't
right?
rat- You can't.
Yeah,
You can't rat on it. You just can't rat.
You can't rat
At all,
I'm
period.
telling you. Well, all right.
Well, if they did,
I
it's
can't
just because
tell
they're
you,
rats.
I
Because
can't
they're
tell-
rats.
I
You know what I
can't
mean?
tell you y'all rules. So
You know what I mean? There's no rules there.
There's
I can tell
rats.
you what happened to me. I got told on by one of the. I'm not gonna say Serranos. So let me slap myself on the wrist. Let me take that back. Let me not take that. But by somebody out the Mexican car, yes, I did get told on. That is facts.
Of all.
Yeah,
of
there's
all
rats
cars.
everywhere. There's
Yeah,
rats
that's
everywhere.
what
If they
I'm
rat it, they
about to
rat it.
say.
But there's no
Yeah,
rule like,
yeah.
hey, you know what? If he's a black, you can rat, or he's a white, you can rat. No,
But he
ratting
don't
is
be-
ratting.
But he don't have to go PC in the county and shit.
You know what I mean? When you rat, you rat. Dog.
With the paper, like it be like shit like that.
Yo, I want to just read some of these donations because last week I'm really, really sorry, but we forgot to read the super chats
Why'd you
because we
forget?
were so zoned in on the conversation that we totally forgot that people were probably sending in donations. So I apologize to everybody, but I'm going to read these. Global warning: the hair transplant is not growing correct. Adam, time to go.
All right, man. Thinking about it. To next, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNA Trap News Network. Some news you use, some knowledge. You can't get nobody's college, big dog. Make sure you get into that. If you ain't get into that, make sure you get into that. Make sure you get into that. You already know the deal, man. Make sure you get into that. We thinking about it. To next one, man. Hit the subscribe button, become a part of the Trap Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the all. Tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on? Signature honey cigars. Shout out to Signature honey cigars, sweet honey, aromatic flavor, as well as tasty live resin disposable cartridges. Get into those if you ain't got into those, man. Make sure y'all show some love to all those involved. You already know the deal, man. We out here to the next one. Red dot sliding to the left, and it's free Avenue Angel until he's free. We go.